All right, all is now set for the inauguration and swearing-in ceremony of the Osun State Governor-elect, Senator Ademola Adeleke. Adeleke will be sworn in today, Sunday, November 27th, 2022, to begin a 4-year term as the 6th executive governor of the state. Adeleke had won the Osun gubernatorial election of July 16th, 2022, against the main contender, an outgoing governor of the state, Ademola. Adeleke won the election as a member of the People's Party, Democratic Party rather, after losing out on the same party in the 2018 gubernatorial election. And as part of the swearing-in ceremony, the presidential candidate of the PDP in the 2023 elections, Atiku Abubakar, is in the state as well. We can now cross live to the state capital, Osogbo, where the swearing-in ceremony is currently underway.
My wonderful big sister, Iyagomino, I love you. My darling, beautiful wives, Ngozi and Titi, my deputy governor, Prince Kola, Adewusi and wife, former governors, deputy governors here present. Prince Olagunsoye Oyinlola, Senator Rashid Ladoja, Erelu Olusola Obada, Senator Bukola Saraki, my wonderful brother, our national chairman, our amiable chairman, our fantastic chairman, our go-getter chairman, Senator Iyocha Ayu, other members of National Working Committee and BOT here present, members of the National and State Assembly here present, Chief Judge, Honorable Justice Oyebola Adepile Ojo, President, Customary Court of Appeal, Honorable Justice R.A. Shiobola, other honorable judges here present, our royal fathers, Baba Ondi of Ife, His Imperial Majesty, Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi, Ataoja of Osogbo, Oba Jimoh Oyetunji Olanipekun, my father, Timi Ofede, Oba Mururudin Adeshola Lawal, and other Oba that is present. And Baba Orogun, PDP State Chairman, Osun PDP Chairman Caretaker, Dr. Akindele, and other party ESCO leaders. Chairman Transition Committee, Dr. Muyiwa Oladimeji. All governorship, national and state assembly candidates here present. PS, GM, ES, CD. Distinguished service chiefs, head of financial and tertiary institution, other family members, friends, and well-wishers, members of diplomatic corps, distinguished religious leaders, Iyaloja and Babalojas, members of various social political groups, other distinguished personalities, notably Chief Dele Momodu here, Tony Elumelu, security operatives, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today, I stand on the podium of history with a sacred pledge to God and the good people of Osun State that my intellect, passion, and strength will be devoted to nothing but the welfare, peace, and security of our people. As I accept the mantle of leadership entrusted upon me by the people of our dear state, I am conscious of the enormous challenges and responsibilities ahead of me. And we, beginning from this hour, work day and night, with deep sense of purpose, to be a servant to you all. Our gathering here to witness the materialization of a new era is not an accident of history. We are all programmed by the Almighty God to be what we have been, what we are, and what we will be in future. Let me use this occasion to salute the founding fathers of our dear state, all the past administrators and governors of Osun State, as well as everyone who has contributed in one way or the other to the growth, stability, and progress of our state in the last 31 years. I equally salute our fallen heroes, both at national and state level, for the great sacrifice they have made to have a country and a state to call our own. I am well aware of the fact that my responsibility as the governor and chief security officer of Osun State entails meeting the legitimate expectations of our people. I therefore promise that those expectations of the workers, traders, artisans, farmers, business owners, students, pensioners, traditional and religious leaders, and indeed all residents of Osun State will be met by the grace of God and the cooperation of everyone. Under my watch as the governor of Osun State, I will boldly correct all past injustice, corrupt acts of policies by any previous administration which are against the collective interests of our people. Let me say here that from education health, mining sector, agriculture, road infrastructure, and supply of potable water. Let it be known to all that it is no longer going to be business as usual. And I repeat, it is no longer business as usual. Our administration will demonstrate a high sense of urgency, transparency, justice, innovation to tackle and solve the problems of poverty, illiteracy, disease, and poor infrastructure. Your governor will be a people's governor. I'll be accessible, responsive, consultative, and proactive in handling small and big matters of the state governance. I know that as a broad product of the collective will of you, my people, there is a heavy weight of history on my shoulders, and I accept the urgency of your expectations, the depth of your aspirations, and your conviction in me to build a better state. Development agenda for Osun State. Ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that our party, the People's Democratic Party, campaigned on a 5-point agenda, namely, 1, welfare of our workers and pensioners, boosting the state economy. 2, 3, homegrown infrastructure policy. 4, people-focused policy on education, affordable health, care, security, and social welfare. 5, agro-based industrialization for wealth and job creation. While a detailed program of action will soon be unveiled on each of these 5-point agenda, let me quickly give you some insight into our policy direction. Education. It is disheartening to see our state at the bottom of the national educational ratings, especially in public primary and secondary schools examinations. My administration will launch reform with direct focus on improvement of learning environment and outcome. Our target is to reverse the poor performance of students in the public examinations within the next few weeks. To achieve this target, we will prioritize in-service training and welfare of teachers, enhancement of school environment, entrenchment of discipline in the school system, as well as involvement of parent-teachers association in our school administration system. Our administration will soon convene an emergency education conference. Our print on of the state education glory. Agro-industrial, we will regard as critical the need to boost wealth creation, job opportunities, and food security through innovative agricultural reforms covering all agricultural value chains. Aside the introduction of modern agricultural practices, we will shift attention to agriculture for export to take advantage of global markets. While we target agriculture export earnings, we will establish modern farmers markets where producers and off-takers can transact businesses. Tourism, in our desire to diversify Osun economy, my administration will target the tourism sector to boost our GDP and create new jobs. Osun State is the historical capital of the Yoruba people. It is my intention to develop a strong business model to transform this historical heritage into huge tourism. We will encourage and partner with the traditional institutions, business organizations, and foreign partners to develop the culture and tourism industry, which include our beautiful waterfalls, the Osun World Heritage Site, and many cultural festivals across the state. Women and youth development. Women and youth are important segments in our development program. I had earlier set up a youth advisory council which has produced an impressive blueprint for youth development in Osun State. I plan to ensure speedy implementation of their recommendations. More importantly, let me assure our women that our administration will be gender sensitive in all appointments. Health. The health sector in Osun State is indeed of urgent attention. Our government will give premium attention to the improvement of the primary health care services. We will improve the working conditions of health workers and expand the coverage of our health insurance scheme. We plan to establish a standard diagnostic center using the public-private partnership model and adopt measures that will retain medical practitioners in Osun State. Climate change and ICT. Our administration will collaborate with development partners to address problems of environmental pollution and climate change. We will equally promote digital illiteracy, innovation, tech innovations, and create opportunities for our teeming youth in the ICT sector. Local government reforms. In line with our campaign manifesto, our government will ensure local government autonomy in the line with the provisions of the Nigerian Constitution.
Very strong.
We will restore the lost glory of our local government in order to make them more responsive to the needs of the people and the grassroots. All policies that are not favorable to the growth of effective local government administration will be reviewed in accordance with the law. No form of illegality will be allowed to stand, and all acts of impunity committed by the immediate past administration on local government administration will be reversed following due process. The public service. My administration will restore integrity of the civil service, which has been bastardized through favoritism and political considerations. We will give the civil service a better orientation with a view to restoring its professionalism. In doing this, we will be fair and firm as we act only in pursuit of public interest. Let me therefore announce immediate return of status quo of all fresh appointments, placement, and other major decisions taken by the immediate past administration with effect from the 7th of July 2022. I wish to assure all labor unions in the state our administration's willingness to protect workers' interests and promote their welfare at all times. We will be a labor-friendly government. Security. We will embark on a security sector reform that will target crime prevention, detection, neighborhood policing and better synergy among security agencies. We will support police, the DSS, the Civil Defense Corps, and all other security agencies to perform their statutory responsibility effectively. The Amoteku Corps will be strengthened, while our administration will ensure practices prove abortive. It is therefore my desire to ask for your patience and understanding to give my administration a few weeks to review and sort out all actions and malicious confusions which the immediate past administration has created since July 17, 2022. Those actions were indeed vindictive measures against the people of Osun State for voting them out of office. Consequently, I hereby issue the following directives, which will be backed up with appropriate executive orders. 1. Immediate freezing of all government accounts in banks and other financial institutions. 2. immediate establishment of a panel to carry out an inventory and recover all government assets. 3. An immediate establishment of a panel to review all appointments and major decisions of the immediate past administration taken after 17 July 2022. An immediate reversal to the constitutional recognized name of our state, Osun State. All government insignia, correspondences, and signages should henceforth, I repeat, should henceforth reflect Osun State. Rather than state of Osun, which is unknown to the Nigerian Constitution. Appreciation. As I conclude this address, let me express my appreciation to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, for allowing a conducive atmosphere for a peaceful, free, and fair election in Osun State. I thank the national leadership of our party, the People's Democratic Party, under the able leadership of our chairman, His Excellency Senator Iyocha, and his National Working Committee for their immeasurable support. I also thank our presidential candidate, His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, GCON, our vice presidential candidate, His Excellency Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, CON, and all PDP governors. Please allow me to say a special thank you to the Osun State Governorship Campaign Council Chairman, Governor Doyediri, area office. I thank you all for your steadfastness, loyalty, and commitment to the ideals which the People's Democratic Party represents. My deep sense of appreciation goes to my immediate family members, beginning with my elder brother, wonderful Dr. Adeleke, my immediate elder sister, Yeye Modupe Soni, my wives, Titi and Ugozi, my children, nephews, nieces, especially David Adeleke, aka Davido, for their love, support, and sacrifice towards ensuring that we got this far. May your sacrifices never be in vain. I assure you that the selfless services of our late father, Senator Raji Ayola Adeleke, our mother, senior mother in Israel, Estande Adeleke, and our late Sion of the Adeleke dynasty, the first governor of Osun State, His Excellency, late Alhaji Isiaka Adetunji Adeleke, will always guide my actions as I serve the good of Osun State. Finally, I extend my thanks to party men and women, friends, associates, supporters across party lines, the media, and the courageous Osun voters who have stood resolutely to give and defend this mandate. I am most sincerely grateful. Conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a grand vision of a new Osun State, but I cannot do it alone. I therefore seek the support and cooperation of everyone to make this happen. I hereby extend a strong hand of fellowship to the other arms of government, the legislature and the judiciary. As a former lawmaker and a graduate of criminal justice, I appreciate the importance of collaboration of the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. I call on all political parties to unite in the best interest of the state. Election is over. Now is the time for governance. We are open to fresh ideas in line with our manifesto. For the purpose of emphasis, I will be a governor for all Osun people, regardless of differences in language, faith, political affiliation, or any consideration. Welcome to a new Osun State, the state of the living springs. Thank you, and God bless you all. God bless Osun State. God bless People's Democratic Party. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.